Greetings to all of you from amalightworker. I know I haven't been on this channel recently. I have just been very sick. Okay, and as soon as I would get better, then I would get the flu again. I also had tonsillitis, so I haven't been doing well physically with my health since January. For those of you who are wondering, I understand that everybody needs a little bit more time to be notified from YouTube because I have been absent for a while. As I was explaining, I haven't been feeling well, but I see one of you in the chat, Green Baby 123. Hi, how are you? So I hope that other people are going to show up. I see Zalia Shergo. How are you? Erin, if I'm saying your name correctly. Hi, how are you? Do let me know where is it that you are chatting from. I did open the Akashic records of the 12 signs of the zodiac to look into the month of April, mid April 2025. I know that we had eclipses happening. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to cover that. I had tonsillitis and issues with my throat. And before that, I got the flu, then I got the flu again. So I basically had like 10 days in between that I was free before I got sick again and then sick again. And of course, everybody else in the family got sick as well. I see Teresa White from Charlotte, North Carolina, Moonstar 444. Hi, how are you? From Alabama. Um, Thank you. I do feel better now. However, I wouldn't say that I am 100% fully recharged. Okay. For those of you who would like to get more information, please visit my website, www.amalightworker.com, or you can email me at amalightworker@gmail.com to book a service with me. You are going to find my contact information and my website posted down here below in the show more description box. Harriet Brand, how are you? So I do Akashic Records readings, Akashic Records healing. I do tarot readings. I also work with the Chinese medicine system, and I can do a face reading, which is part of the Chinese medicine training. And also, I also use another system called the 9 Star Key, which looks into your birthday. Basically, you tell me your birthday, and I break down different patterns of your birthday. And also, there's a little bit of reading the energy and how to work the energy of your birthday as well. Zali is saying that in South Texas it's already hot. Wow. Yeah, I can't stand heat anymore. Summers are getting hotter and hotter everywhere around the globe, unfortunately. But it feels way too early to be this hot in Texas, I guess. Okay, so if you like to have more information, you can always contact me privately at my email, amalightworker@gmail.com. I'm also a teacher of the Akashic Records. So if you like to be trained in the Akashic Records, how to read the Akashic Records, level 1, level 2, how to heal with the Akashic Records, not only I can teach you and train you, but I can also certify you. And whoever likes to go on further with your training, I can also make you as well a teacher of the Akashic Records because, as I said, I am able to train and to certify in that. Or if you like to learn Reiki or how to read tarot cards. Okay, so now let's focus on the energies of mid April 2025. Before I break it down to each and every zodiac sign, I would like to say there's some information first from the Akashic Records that all of you zodiac signs need to listen to before you jump ahead to your zodiac sign. The energy is about to shift. So, globally, there are going to be major news, major announcements coming to you from the governments in your country, whether it's the local government or the big government running the entire country. News, information, truths being revealed about politicians, celebrities in different countries. There's going to be a lot of people protesting against the governments, whether it's a peaceful protest for some countries, but in other countries, it may not turn out to be as peaceful. So it feels like people all around the globe are rebelling against the old. There's going to be a shift in paradigm, a shift in the way how we think, the way how we feel. Humanity is getting ready for the next step, and that's not going to be easy. We have to fight for this. So the energies all around are very similar to the energies around the time when the Berlin Wall fell with the fall of communism. I'm Albanian. I lived in Albania around that time. I was a little child, but I remember the political environment and the energy and the fear in people. But people finally took charge. So we are going through similar energies. So that was just to say globally, but again, the luck for everybody is shifting and changing for the better. Teresa White is saying that she had an Akashic Records reading with me a while ago, and it was really powerful. Thank you so much, Teresa, for your testimonial. So now let's begin with the first zodiac sign, Aries. Aries sun, rising, and moon. Always make sure that you listen for your rising sign and for your moon sign as well. Mid April 2025, important decisions in the making. For some of you, these are other people that are going to be making decisions that will affect you. It could be through your work, decisions, choices being made that are going to affect you, or even orders given to you directly. Some of you are going to be put in charge. You are going to be put in charge of certain gatherings. It could be that the family may be putting you in charge of gatherings, organizing get togethers, parties, festivities, events that are happening in the family. But for some of you, it could be that some sort of an organization that you could be part of, or a community that you are part of, you can be now more involved in the community, and maybe they're going to assign to you specific duties to cover. It could also be you being more involved with humanitarian charity events, or even signing up for some, when people go around and they look for signatures, that could be you as well being involved in this process. For some of you, they're telling me that you're going to notice that maybe recently either your stomach was feeling a little bit sensitive. For some of you, it is the teeth. Either it's happened recently and you are still working on it, or is about to happen. You may also notice that your sleeping patterns could be changing again. Whatever you need to do so that your sleep feels better, whether it is physically, your bed needs to feel different, or whether it is that you need to clear your mind and clear your emotional heart so that your sleep gets better. I'm seeing many of you looking through your environment. What is it that you need to change so that you feel better? Whether you need to clean, organize, change your diet, um, or establish a new health routine that is truly going to boost your health. And I'm seeing that for some of you, you are consulting a health expert, okay, somebody in the health field. And I'm seeing some of you looking into supplements that maybe you could be adding to your daily routine right now. But I'm also showing for some of you some form of a gentle movement, a gentle form of exercise that may end up helping you. If you have never tried meditation before, for some of you, you could be trying meditation, and you may have to try it a few times before you feel that something is happening, something in this form of meditation that maybe you are choosing is truly working for you. In the ether, what is happening for you, Aries sun, rising, and moon, is that your ancestors on the other side, your ancestors could be from this generation or even from 3, 4, 6, 7 generations ago. They are, and I'm talking about your DNA ancestry, people with whom you are linked through your own DNA. There is a huge clearing on the other side on your behalf. Your ancestors, on the other hand, are all gathering together around this time to give you all of the emotional support, energetic support that you may be needing through this time of your life, kind of to give you a boost so that you can resolve certain issues around your finances. So it doesn't mean that there's something for you to worry financially or with your finances, but there could be something there that needs to be resolved. There is this huge clearing of karmic patterns. You have inherited your karmic patterns from your ancestors. So please be aware that on in the ether, on the other side of the veil, a lot of work is being done to help you from your own ancestors. Around this time, you are going to be receiving powerful messages coming to you from your loved ones on the other side, whether it is through a dream, whether it is through angels, whether it is you getting a reading or getting messages when you get a service with a medium. But somehow you're going to feel connected to something greater out there. And suddenly you're going to feel that just like that, you are rediscovering again a new purpose in life. Some of you are going to feel that now you have a new motivation, something that makes you get up in the morning, makes you have more fun, rediscovering maybe passion for life or passion for a profession, reconnecting you again with the joy in your heart. Let me just mute this cell phone real quick. Sorry. And again, take what resonates with you, and always be aware that you also need to listen for your sun sign, your rising sign, and your moon sign. Taurus. Taurus sun, Taurus rising, and Taurus moon. Mid April 2025. Big changes in the making. What is happening now in April and in May? It's not necessarily something that you consciously chose to do. You are going to be dealing with changes that will find you. And you are going to notice now how your whole life is about to shift. What is happening now in April and in May 2025 will end up affecting your life for the next year and a half or 2 years, if not longer. For many of you, you have to go through sorting out financial affairs, whether it's about contracts, loans, investments, 401k, financial plans that you may be having, your savings, or even having to go through your assets. Because for some of you, there's going to be a certain sense of either joining financial assets with others, with a business partner or a spouse, or the separation of assets and finances. So it's going to be one of those determining moments for many of you. You are going to be dealing with a situation where you are the one making a big announcement to other people, whether you are announcing this to your family and friends, whether the announcement is done privately, or for some of you, you may be making announcements through your social media. But I'm also getting the sense that for some of you, you could be a little bit surprised by the announcement or the news information that is headed your way, because it could be other people that around this time are going to be making important announcements. If you are someone that has been suffering a little bit with being forgetful, okay, it could be that for some of you, maybe you need to rest better, or the answer may be somewhere else. But I'm seeing a lot of you looking into why am I being so forgetful. And the Akashic records are also showing me many of you looking into the health of your eyes, whether it's your vision or other issues affecting your eyes. So, feeling a little bit forgetful, forgetting things, it's one of those things that you may be dealing for a while, or maybe you have already dealt with it, but for some reason it keeps going on. You are going to have ideas, wishes, desires for either to change your career, to move, or even to sign up for some form of training, or even taking courses, classes, or going to school. So for some of you, you are already working on it. Okay, this has already been happening, but for some of you, maybe it's just a simple wish or desire. Okay, and maybe you're going to be exploring your options. So how change is going to find you is going to be shocking for you. But I'm getting the sense that even though at first there's a sense of you being very uncomfortable with these new changes being thrown at you, it could also be that through your work, the changes in action, and you just have to adapt and adjust. It also feels that you have what it takes to truly adjust and adapt, or even save the day. For some of you, you may be dealing with a situation where you show up and you save the day, you save the event, you save the project. So you may have to use your wits and act very quickly to resolve some sort of an issue in the month of April 2025. I hope that that made sense to you. Always listen for your rising sign and for your moon sign. And now let's move on to Gemini. Gemini Sun, Gemini Rising, and Gemini Moon, mid-April 2025. There is this sense that in the ether, behind the scenes, there is this wonderful, wonderful energy. There is this flow of energy coming to you emotionally, spiritually. You're going to feel more connected to yourself. You're going to feel more connected to a purpose in life. You're going to feel connected to people, groups of people that maybe you had problems connecting with before. For some of you, there's going to be an open invitation being sent to you, whether to join forces with somebody, maybe in a business partnership, in a romantic partnership, for some of you, in a romantic situation. For other Geminis, it's going to be about an open invitation being sent to you, whether you like to join a new club, a new organization, a foundation, or a community. One thing is for sure, that what you have to say is going to matter throughout April. A lot of people are going to be paying attention to what you are saying, what you are doing, what you are creating. They're going to be paying attention to what is happening in your life. And for many of you, I hear that compliments are on the way. You're going to be getting compliments for something that is happening in your life, something good that is happening in your life. Could be you falling in love, or something around the celebration of, or an anniversary around an engagement or a marriage. Some of you, you may be dealing with preparations of your own wedding coming up. And I'm also getting that for some of you, there's going to be congratulations in order about the way how you look. There's going to be some sort of a change about your physical appearance, your health for some of you. So there is a turning around of a situation where you felt either emotionally stuck, or a little bit depressed, or even under the weather. And it feels that there have been signs along the way, but maybe Gemini, you haven't paid attention. This is the time where you have to stop dreaming and get into action. Around this time, if you wanted to pursue further in your career, this is the time. Do it. Don't just say it. Mean it. Mean what you say, and say what you mean as well. There could be the sense of a certain promotion headed your way for some of you Geminis. But I'm also seeing that some of you could be working on some sort of a project that is going to be introduced to either people to submit it to a panel of judges. It could be an art that you are creating, whether it's painting, it could be a book. Maybe you are a performer, you're performing somewhere, but for some of you, you may be entering a contest. And I'm also seeing some of you winning free prizes. When you win a free trip or a little amount of cash. So there is this energy that now you are ready to connect a little bit more with social life. Okay, you may be dealing with a situation where you may be in the process of changing the name of a business you may have. You may be changing a name. You may be dealing with applications around passports, visas, travel arrangements, travel documents. It could be around this time that maybe you work for a certain company and maybe they're thinking of either changing the name to a department, changing the name of the company. Maybe people you work with, they're changing their names or last names. So there's something happening around your identity, whether it is how you feel internally that is going to make you feel more connected to your true roots, your emotional roots, or it could be about your physical appearance, your name, your last name, that is going to add one more nuance, so to speak, one more color to what represents your identity right now. But I am getting the sense that for some of you, either you sending an open invitation to somebody, maybe you want to pursue a friendship or a relationship further to see where that leads, because it could be that for some of you, you could be declaring your feelings to somebody or it could be that somebody declares their feelings to you. So there could be some sort of a romantic situation about to unfold for some of you Geminis, but I'm also getting a solid energy around money, whether it's money that comes through gains through a business, buying and selling, real estate, around a paycheck. So something around your finances, your earnings, or a paycheck becomes more solid and more steady around this time. But for some of you, it may also happen a little bit farther, maybe around May 2025. So I hope that that made sense to you, Gemini. Now let's look into Cancer, Cancer Sun, Cancer Rising, and Cancer Moon. April 2025. Feeling very emotional, maybe even recently. Having to do with your own emotions, the way how you feel, maybe ups and downs emotionally. And sometimes you have to be uncomfortable, you have to feel uncomfortable in order for you to give birth to a better destiny, a better direction in your life. Nobody grows without a certain amount of pain. And no matter how uncomfortable your emotions have been recently, in the recent weeks or even in the recent months, it does feel that now you are understanding now why that had to happen. I'm getting the sense of some of you receiving around this time a good news. For some of you, is the news that you wanted it to be. Okay, you were expecting some news and now it finds you. For other Cancerians, is I'm getting a situation where good news, okay, finds you out of nowhere. If you have been dealing with a circumstance involving a home renovations, rental properties, moving, looking for a new property, looking for a new home, buying, selling, you are reaching an important agreement. So you are very close to either fully resolving the situation or to finalizing, completing some sort of a situation. I'm also shown other Cancerians having to go through legal ways, courts, or the justice system to get something done. Whether you need a stamp right now, a government approval, or a government seal, whether you are dealing with DMV, a driver's license, a renewal of insurances, having to deal with contracts around this time. So something is happening. And because I'm shown the green light being given to you either from the government, the courts, or the legal system at this time. So, one thing is for sure, if you have been feeling a little bit stuck or stale, now you're getting a sense that you are being unstuck. There is this moment of you moving forward, either emotionally, physically, with your health, with certain situations in your life, or even with the love situation. So for some of you, it could be a combination of all of these things that now you feel that whew, you are able to breathe and to move along or to move forward. And they want me to emphasize for you, Cancerian, stay on the path. on which you are. Yes, changes are necessary to be made along the way, but you are in the right path, no matter how uncomfortable that may be feeling. Okay, so that was for Cancerians. Now we have Leo, Leo Sun, Leo Rising, and Leo Moon mid April 2025. There is something wonderful in the making. This may be happening to you, Leo, or this may be happening to your spouse or to your partner. So something is unfolding, is happening, or family is making this possible for you through connections that your family has with important people or family channels. Now, for some of you, it could be some sort of a money coming your way, could be through an inheritance, or it could be that a family member shows up to help you with your finances or to give you advice about money, finances, to find your job. Or it could be that around this time it is your spouse that has some sort of a good luck turning around for him, connected to a job situation or to money and finances. And I'm also shown that some of you may celebrate some important milestone between April and May 2025. It could be the birthday of a child, it could be some sort of an important anniversary, a baptism. There is this sense of something spiritual happening. You may be on a spiritual path. You may feel more connected to whatever you believe in, whether you believe in the universe, in God, or in greater forces, angelic forces. So I'm just getting a sense that life has been hinting to you. God has been dropping breadcrumbs, trying to indicate to you that now life is shifting for the better. Many of you Leos are meant to take on a bigger role, whether it's a bigger role in the family, family decision, extended family, your clan, okay? Or whether it is you are meant to take on a bigger role within an organization that you belong to, within a club, society that you belong to, within a company that you belong to. Because I'm seeing many of you Leos getting ready to rise in the highest spiritually, in the highest realms, spiritually, energetically, but also evolving, moving up in your career in the higher levels of management or CEOs or even ownership. Some of you around this time are going to be dealing with issues around an ownership, owning a business, properties, material wealth, whether you ownership has been passed on to you or whether you are passing on ownership to others, even if it is done through a buying and selling process. It is very important that you also look deep into yourself. You check in with yourself, Leo. What is it that you need right now for yourself? Many of you have been spending time attending to other people's needs, taking care of your family, to business, or to your work. Now you also need to slow down and to ask, what about you as a person? What do you need for your soul? What does your soul need to feel fulfilled right now? Okay? It could be around this time that you may be receiving news of you being nominated for something. Some work or project that maybe you have done gets nominated. Okay, that may be happening to your spouse or to another family member. But for sure, there is a sense of pride. Okay, a sense of pride that maybe wasn't there before. But I'm also getting that you are going to be receiving good news around fertility, children being born, fertility related issues. This may be happening to you, to your partner, to family members, to friends. And I'm getting this delightful energy around some of you becoming grandparents. Okay, so check in with yourself from time to time. Okay, do you need a moment alone? Do you need to socialize? It's all about balance. I hope that that made sense to you, Leos. Next sign is Virgo. Virgo Sun, Virgo Rising, and Virgo Moon. Mid-April 2025. So always check in with your rising sign and with your moon sign as well. Some sort of a protocol process finally now gets completed. For some of you, it's going to be things around your home that needed attending to, whether it was renovations, a deep spring cleaning, organizing, um, getting your home to where you need it to be, whether it needs to be more organized, more cleaned, or paperwork around your home. I'm also getting the sense that around this time, if you have been on a certain medication, now you may be receiving news that the medication is working and there's going to be changes to the dosage of it, or maybe there may take you completely off this medication. So, if you have been dealing with some sort of a journey where you felt that emotionally you are being transformed, and maybe for some of you that was intentional, maybe you purchased some sort of a program and you learned new techniques. Okay, for some of you, could have been connected to your health or different ways. Maybe how can you use energy to bring good luck and fortune to your career. That might have been the case for some of you. It could be that a certain training gets completed right now, or courses, classes gets completed around this time. Now, for some of you, this may be happening in April 2025, but for some of you, it may also be happening around May 2025. One thing is for sure, Virgo, you are now completing a huge cycle of your life. Okay? There is this huge upgrade that is in the making for you. And this time around, your luck is shifting and changing for the better, because I'm not getting the sense that you necessarily need to do anything to be connected to this good luck and destiny that is finding you. It's destined to be. It feels that you have already done the work, whether it is emotional work, mental work, energetic work, or through your actions. Now it feels that when good things find you, even if you leave your door closed, they're going to enter through the window. So there is this, what they're showing me is like you being showered with love, attention. But I'm also seeing like cash coming your way, or gifts of cash. So it's going to feel like one solution after another. And these could be tiny little things that get resolved between now, April, and May 2025. And before you know it, once this cycle gets completed, one thing after another thing, you're going to feel that the whole trajectory of your life has now been upgraded. So there is this sense of you moving up. If you have been feeling down emotionally, there is this huge sense of you being uplifted. You are now going to be noticed. Whether you are applying for a job, your application will be noticed. Whether you are entering a contest, whether you are an actor or a performer and you're looking to get a part, you are going to be noticed. They're not telling me whether you're going to land the part or not, or the project, whatever you are applying for, but for sure you are going to be a strong contester. So even in a love or dating situation, if you are already in an established relationship or married, it feels that now both of you are getting ready to take this relationship to the next stage. Maybe romance was lacking. Now you may be feeling more romantic. And if you are single, you may not necessarily be looking, but I'm getting that people are looking at you. You may be getting compliments. So pay a little bit more attention. Who's looking at you? Who's offering you a drink? Who's offering to you compliments? And for some of you, I'm seeing that in some of your online activities, whether it is social media online, dating online, maybe you work online, it feels like you're getting more coverage, you're getting noticed, you're getting more results. Yeah, online dating feels like some of you are having a lot of fun with online dating and flirting. That's what they're showing me. I had a similar message for another sign as well, and it feels like pay attention to your health, to your teeth, oral health. Like don't fall behind on your oral health, whatever, whether it's brushing your teeth or whatever else you do or you use to maybe brighten your teeth or make your teeth feel healthier. So there's something around dental work that is being indicated for some of you. And again, listen for your sun sign, your rising sign, and your moon sign. So I hope that that made sense to you, Virgos. So after Virgo, we have Libra. Libra Sun, Libra Rising, and Libra Moon. Always listen for your sun sign and for your rising sign, mid April 2025. There is this sense that a huge weight has been lifted off your shoulders. For some of you, this could be in terms of your emotions. Emotionally, something is being lifted. But I'm also getting the sense that for some of you, it felt like you were doing way too much. Like you were stretching out to do this and to do that. And you felt a little bit like out of balance, either in your life, through your work life balance, or even physically with your health. So now it feels that that scattered energy now comes back to you. If you were short-handed at work, now there's new people being hired, so you get to do your usual workload instead of having to cover for another person as well. So that's how it feels like for many of you Libras. But there's also this sense like they're showing me this, like, when you whisper in somebody's ear and it's like whispering sweet nothings. I don't know what that means, but it felt very, very romantic for some of you. And what they're showing me for many of you, they're showing me tickets, airplane tickets, getting ready to travel, tickets to a show, tickets to an event, being able to secure tickets to an exclusive event, maybe that is difficult to get into. Somebody may be surprising you with tickets or a pass. For some of you, it's a pass to get to some place. You are, may also be invited to attend family functions, to attend events being organized by your work, but they feel all fancy type of events. If you have been dealing with a situation where you are actually the victim or being undermined, underestimated, or used, but the other person is playing the victim, it feels that now you may be taking a stand and you're going to have specific examples to make your point. So, truth will be uncovered, okay? Particularly around a Libra who has been dealing with a situation where you have been portrayed as the villain in the story. So, the veil has been lifted, information is coming out, truth is being revealed. Now, for some of you, how the truth gets revealed, it may also end up affecting you in a different way because the truth may not necessarily be revealed about you or the other person. It could be happening to someone else with whom you are linked. And it's going to be a little bit shocking, but ultimately, whatever needs to be said, whatever needs to be done, will happen. So, however, this truth or this information being revealed may find you, is going to truly be life changing in a positive way. And again, that feeling of taking a huge weight off your shoulders. If you have been dealing with the legalities of a situation, dealing with courts, the justice system, it could be the case that for some of you, finally, you get the justice that you need, or something gets approved through courts, legal matters, or the justice system. So for some of you, there is success in the making, okay? Or you win in a case, or a lawsuit, or major advancements in a legal related situation for you Libras. It could be the case that for some of you, you may be getting ready to either open a company or to launch something under your name, or a name, or maybe you are creating the name of a company. You may be getting ready to launch products, to register them as this is your creation, like to brand it or to trademark it. So you are filing for something. When you register something you invented, something you created as your creation. Okay, for some of you, you may be dealing with copyright issues or your intellectual property, or people who, they get online, they steal your accounts. It happens very often with Facebook accounts, YouTube channels. So it feels like if that was you, you are sorting these things out. So luck is smiling at you, Libra, because finally justice will be on your side. I'm also getting situations around single Libras where you may be getting attention from more than one person. More than one person may be interested in you, getting invited to going out on dates from more than one person. And it could be the situation that for some of you, you could be getting through family, friends. They may be trying to set you up with somebody, maybe send you out on a date. It could be the situation that for some of you, family wants to introduce you to someone and see what happens. Maybe, the purpose is to get you engaged or to get you married, but it feels that you are very open to this. So maybe that's why for some of you, you're meeting and seeing different people. Or it could be the case that for some of you, it is through arranged type of situations that you end up meeting the one that you're going to be spending the rest of your life. And it could also be through arranged marriages for some of you. So let's see what happens. But definitely, you're going to feel that you're getting affection from people. And maybe you didn't get this before. You seemed to have been a little bit closed off recently. You are now ready to receive more affection. And that could be true also for people who have a family, who are in an established relationship, who are married. Okay? Sometimes, you tend to be closed off, but now it feels like you are more ready now to receive more love, affection, and attention. I hope that that makes sense to you. Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Rising, and Scorpio Moon, mid-April 2025. Always listen for your sun sign and for your rising sign. I'm seeing a wedding, and it feels that for some of you, you are getting ready. You're dealing with preparations to an upcoming wedding. This could be your wedding. This could be somebody else's wedding that is close to you, because I see you very much involved in the plans and preparations. And also, some of you may be dealing with organizing events that are family related, festivities, picnics, barbecues, lunches, luncheons. So there's a lot of family activities involved, things to be celebrated. But I'm also seeing many of you Scorpios finally getting what you deserved. If you have been focusing a lot on your work and getting a raise or getting a promotion, and maybe you started to feel a little bit disappointed because it was promised to you to get it before and it's not happening, it feels that right about now you may be receiving news that yes, we are approving your promotion. I don't know when the promotion is going to kick in, or yes, they are approving you for this raise. Again, I don't know when the raise is going to kick in, but there's news around it, information around it around this time. If you have been looking to get a new job, again, there's going to be news, encouraging good news around this time about you getting a new job. Some of you may be assigned to be in charge of a stand. I'm seeing somebody standing at the stand. It feels like either selling cupcakes or something, because I'm seeing the money from it goes to a certain charity event. Either you are volunteering or you are part of these sales. And for some of you, I'm getting the sense that you are organizing selling of old things, old items on old car, a title to a car, because it feels like you're getting ready to get new stuff. Or I'm also seeing many of you going through a situation where there's an exchange of items, like I don't use this anymore, I give you this, you give me that, or exchanges of services. Your creativity is very, very, very much highlighted. Your mind is going to be very creative in immediately creating, when you run into a problem, you know how to solve it. You may even be thinking outside the box. If you do anything that is creative or performing, I don't know, could be connected to music, singing, painting, drawing, I don't know, sewing, fashion, I don't know, writing books, programs. You may be a teacher of some sort. It feels like you know how to use and utilize your creativity. I'm seeing you being even more creative on social media. So, this may be the perfect time for many of you Scorpios around April and May 2025 to launch that book or to make an announcement, to make ads, to advertise. You may even get it, you could be getting a job with an advertisement agency for some of you, but I see you more active on social media and actually receiving quite some attention and success and good luck coming to you from social media. Now, if you are somebody who has to make a living by working online, whether you are self employed or you work from home and all of your work is done online, maybe you have to deal with social media, maybe that's what you do for a living. I'm getting a huge deal of success. So, this is the making of a success. It may start now. It could be like a tiny little something that happens now, but then it's like the gift that keeps on giving. And because I'm seeing more followers, more success, more money. So something that you do, something you have created is reaching a lot of people. Could be a message that you're sharing. Could be one of my YouTube videos. I don't know. I am a Scorpio rising, and people feel connected to it. So something has shifted and is facilitating your life. And I'm also seeing you finding the right people to facilitate the process, whether you need lawyers, attorneys, having to deal with a real estate issue, having to deal with an estate, the settlement of an estate, an inheritance, buying and selling, negotiating a salary, headhunters, people who maybe are giving you the right advice about your health or other issues with your health. Like it feels like good luck all around, even if you have to find the right doctors or healthcare practitioners on your behalf or on behalf of someone else. So the right people just line up for you. All you have to do, Scorpio, this time around is just show up and collect. This is not the time for you to hide, not have a social life. Like make an effort to go out, make an effort to connect with people, friends, family members, relatives. Maybe you haven't had a time enough time to chat, or you haven't chatted a lot recently. Connect. And I'm also getting the sense that around this time, you may be taking an interest on somebody, because I see some of you Scorpios asking about another person, whether they are single, married, are they available. It could be that also same thing may be happening to you. Maybe people are asking about you, whether you are open to meeting someone else. Are you single? Are you available? So there's going to be at least one person pursuing you in some ways, but you need to be more aware of that, because I'm seeing many of you Scorpios being very aloof when people are interested in you. For those of you who have been dealing with an upset stomach, I'm seeing like tiny little issues here and there, but you are highly recommended that if you have been having these issues, to consult with a doctor. Go and schedule a doctor's appointment, because it's a matter of the right medication or the right dose. So something very easily, it's an easy fix, but you got to schedule that doctor's appointment. If it's not the stomach per se, it could be something else, but it's very easy to fix or to keep under control. Many of you could be coming out of a period where maybe you dealt with a lot of headache, maybe overanalyzing things in your mind, having some sort of a sleep issue, maybe feeling a little bit even physically down. So little by little, now it feels that you are rebuilding your health, you're rebuilding strength. I'm seeing a lot of you training your limbs, training your legs, training your arms. Some of you are following some sort of program, like a training program, either at the gym or from home. But I see you following instructions from somebody. Either you pay a program or you find one of these free product programs and you follow along. Could be yoga for some of you. And what they're showing me a lot of you going to get your nails done, getting a facial, like taking a great deal of attention toward your physical appearance. Maybe you haven't had a chance to do that recently, but whatever you are going to be doing is going to really look good on you. If you're a man, maybe you haven't been at the barber for such a long time, or maybe you do something different and people are really, really going to like it. So I see you making changes to your wardrobe or your physical appearance in some ways. Some sort of a lucrative contract may be headed your way, and it may just find you by surprise. So I see you consulting with other people or attorneys or people who understand financial matters that may be telling you exactly what do you need from this contract or how it works. But there is some sort of a lucrative contract headed your way, and it feels like it's very successful. So if you end up partnering up with other people to create a project, to do a workshop, I don't know, to temporarily join financial forces into some sort of a business deal or business agreement, it may just end up working out. But I'm not getting the sense that many of you Scorpios are interested in a long-term partnership right now. You may be interested in a long-term, short-term collaboration or a short-term partnership. Whatever this is, it may just work out, and I'm saying it this way because maybe you don't expect it to work out, but may just might. Okay, so give it proper thought and proper consideration, Scorpio. I hope that that made sense to you. So if any one of you online can tell me which sign comes next, please, after Scorpio. Yeah, I'm not seeing the chat moving. So what is the sign? Sagittarius. Somebody's saying Sagittarius. Thank you, Yami779. Okay. At the end, I will be going through over all of your comments, but I'm channeling the information right now, so I cannot go through each and every comment. Sagittarius, Sagittarius Sun, Sagittarius Rising, and Sagittarius Moon, mid-April 2025. Always check out your sun sign and your rising sign. You need to calm down. A complicated situation will be sorted out. For some of you, it's an emotional confliction, being conflicted by your own emotion. Could be in terms of you having feelings for somebody. It could be in a romantic related situation, a love related situation. It will sort itself out. For other ones, it could be complicated matters around money, where you need to move money from one account to another. And maybe there are some banking related issues, not about money per se, but some sort of a banking related issues. It's going to sort itself out. Okay. I'm seeing many of you having to deal with banks. It could be about loans. It could be about mortgages. So after some sort of a complicated process here, when you have to fill out a lot of paperwork, maybe you have to redo some of this paperwork. Maybe you even have to deal with misconceptions, wrong information, miscommunications. Now it all feels that it's going smoothly, like resolving huge issues, okay, that led to complicating your financial matters. It feels that some of you may be getting ready to emotionally say goodbye to somebody. Either this is finally you healing from a breakup. It could be that somebody moves around this time, maybe they relocate somewhere else, and the sweet sorrow of having to say goodbye. Okay, because I'm seeing at least one person relocating around you. Okay, and it feels that people in maybe you have run into people out of nowhere recently. Okay, they are all going to have a certain positive influence on your people with whom you have been connected. Clients, if you work with clients, people that maybe you have connected or you had a good time while you were traveling. I saw a lot of you traveling recently. All of these connection or acquaintances. Let me say first acquaintances that it feels like little by little you are forming friendships. Anything that has to deal with foreign countries, foreign cultures, international cultures, international people, foreign people may turn out to be very lucky and lucrative for you right now. And you don't have to live in a foreign country for this to be true. You can be in your own country, but for somehow you have to deal with foreign cultures, foreign languages, foreigners. They are all going to turn out to be very lucrative and very lucky for you right now. If you felt that your life has been complicated due to certain financial matters, maybe some of you are retired and you are on a fixed income, okay? Maybe some of you have been waiting for some government money that you are entitled to, but money got stuck somewhere in the process. Could be like money that that you are entitled to coming to you from IRS or other government channels, government sources, Section 8, when you get like a free home from the government in different countries, these type of programs have different names. You may be getting some real results, or finally some you get notified that you now qualify for some of these benefits. So something turns around for the better. But I'm also getting issues around your home, housing, mortgage, real estate, the place where you live, rental properties, rental agreements. There's some sort of a huge lack of turning these things around for the better. Even the energy around your own home is going to feel different. I'm seeing a lot of you cleaning, organizing, going through drawers, going through closets, organizing it into stuff that you use and you don't use anymore, making lists of things. You could be making a to-do list, could be making a shopping list, I see you making a lot of lists for different issues. But again, there is this sense that even emotionally now you feel free, that you are free and ready to move on. Okay. If you are somebody who wanted to finalize something, whether it's a contract, whether it's a divorce, whether it's something else that you wanted to finalize and get rid of it, it may just end up being finalized now, because I'm seeing you and someone else reaching an agreement in person, and that's the end of it. For other ones, it could be that the end of it needs to happen through lawyers and courts and the judicial system. Okay, and that's how it's going to happen. So something gets completed, finalized. I'm seeing signatures, I'm seeing stamps, and it's done and dealt with. You may get an interest in learning new stuff. I'm seeing a lot of you being trained with artificial intelligence. Maybe you get a free course. Maybe you sign up for it. Some of you may be going through a training. You may be trained in other things that have to do with your profession or things that you have an interest on. Spiritual things, metaphysical things. I'm seeing a lot of you taking an interest in taking courses, classes, maybe even eventually going back to school or something. So you feel that the desire or the idea is there. Doesn't mean that it all has to happen now, but some of you are preparing for these things, these courses, trainings to happen eventually. If you have been feeling little bit lost and maybe you needed a spiritual teacher, maybe you needed someone in your life to give you good, sound, solid advice, you may just find this person. It could be a family member, a friend, somebody who you casually meet, and they just end up giving you the enlightenment that you need in that moment. One thing is for sure, you have noticed now how mentally you have grown. Many of your old ideas, old ways of thinking, okay, have been shifting and changing. So you may surprisingly notice that you are now much more open-minded that you used to be. So go along with the flow of things. There are changes headed your way. Just go along with it. So it feels like your ability to adapt and adjust is really going to serve you right. Okay, I hope that makes sense for you, Sagittarius. Oh, thank you, Teresa, for letting me know the next zodiac signs. That's really helpful. So now we have Capricorn, Capricorn Sun, Capricorn Rising, and Capricorn Moon, mid April 2025. Some of you are about to land a proper job. If you have if you have not been feeling like yourself in your current job position, now it feels like the stars will line up for you so that you find a job that resonates with you better, that makes you feel like, yes, I'm meant to do this. This may be happening between April and May 2025. Okay. And for other Capricorns, it may be the case that maybe a job offer just drops in your lap. Maybe it's not something that you applied for or the job that you thought you were going to pursue, but somehow some sort of a opportunity for a job just drops in your lap. I see many of you carefully analyzing your financial matters, going through bills, financial statements, bank statements. I see many of you being very clear about these finances because it feels that some of you have plans in order. Okay. And it feels that in order for you to execute these plans, you really need to go over each and every bill or each and every assets that you have, material wealth, bank statements, different bank accounts. So it feels like you are very clear about your intentions. For other ones, it feels that you are very clear about your intentions toward a person with whom either you like to initiate a relationship with or to upgrade your relationship with them. What's next for you and this other person in this love story or in this marriage? So it feels that if you decide to refuse a situation or an opportunity, it feels that you have examined everything and you are making a very conscious decision as to whom or to what you are saying no to. So you're making a very informed decision here. I see many of you Capricorns doing a lot of extensive research, whether it is medical research that you need to do, okay, or researching a company or a person, or just information. Okay, just information online. So you're doing your research here. Okay, you're doing your research, whether you're saying yes or no to it. But if, again, if you end up saying no to something or to someone, you know very well that you did your research and it's a very conscious ending or parting of ways or a very conscious no. Okay, so that's what I'm getting around Capricorn. They're showing me some issues around your ears or your hearing, maybe a minor inflammation or infection. Maybe you went through it recently, but you still may want to pay attention to health issues around your ears or hearing for some of you. And I'm also shown some of you are thinking about either changing your hair color or doing something different with your hair. So, whatever your plans are about how you like to change your physical appearance, you're going to end up loving it. And some of you may be going through minor cosmetic procedures. So you're doing something to enhance your beauty, and you may end up loving it. But again, you may be doing a lot of research before you decide what procedure to do or where to go get these procedures done. So that's what I'm getting around you. And for some of you, it could be the case that you may be considering like a minor medical procedure, whether it is tonsillitis, tonsils that you need to be removed, or appendix that needs to be removed, or gallbladder. Like I'm getting like some sort of minor procedures that some of you are doing the research, either for yourself, where you have to go through a minor surgery, or on behalf of another person with whom you are a link to. Okay, so when it comes to your health, things are going to now start to be better if you have been struggling with your health or finding the solutions or the answer. So something around your physical body and your physical health now starts to be better. There's healing in the process for many of you Capricorns. So I hope that that made sense. Now we have Aquarius. Aquarius Sun, Aquarius rising, and Aquarius moon. Always listen for your sun sign and for your rising sign as well. Mid April 2025. You may deal with a very strange request. This could be in terms of dating. I don't know what that means. The situation could be different for different Aquarians. A very strange dating request, maybe. Okay, for some of you. It could be a very strange statement or a very strange request coming to you from a comment on social media, if you are on social media, or you may be in a situation that you're going to find it to be very peculiar or awkward, but there's also laughter around it, because I'm seeing a lot of you Aquarians, having fun. Maybe it has been a little bit difficult for you to have fun activities or to get more enjoyment out of life. I know it was for me because I've been sick for like months now. Okay. And so now that is going to change. It feels like there's more colors, there's more vibrancy in your life. I'm seeing many of you finally reconnecting with your friends and being more social and going out. I see you maybe having some success on social media, whether it's online dating or other things that you post on your social media. I'm even seeing a lot of you Aquarians having a lot of fun on social media, maybe even thinking of changing your profile name or the name of a channel that you may have on social media, the name of a platform you may have on social media. Okay, so I'm also getting the sense that around this time, if you have to deal with a panel of judges, so maybe they're going to interview you. So in that case, they are the judges, or maybe you are a performer and you go in front of people to do an audition and they're going to judge you. Okay, it could be on social media. Maybe you're expecting you posted something and now you're waiting, what people are going to say. So you're being judged, so to speak. I'm getting the sense that this type of situations may be going very well for many of you Aquarians. There is this sense of something that was done now will be undone, and it feels good. It could be, I'm seeing a situation or even emotional feeling all crumbled up, okay, all tied in or tied up, okay, like two ropes that are tied and now are undone. And you're going to feel that you are now free from a situation that made you feel chained, when you are chained in chains. So emotionally, you may be feeling free, unchaining yourself from a situation that no longer worked for you. Could be a marriage even, or a relationship. Okay, for some of you it could be a work situation. Okay, or having to go through, I don't know, different frequencies. Maybe you felt a little bit depressed, emotionally up and down, or something about your body that didn't quite feel right, even having to deal with psychic attacks. Okay, so when you felt stuck, so now it feels like I'm seeing like 7 green lights all around you. It's like now it's go, go, go. So this time around, it feels very easy for you to do what you need to do or to achieve the results that you need to achieve. I'm not seeing you having to struggle so much to open the door of opportunity. It feels like you just touch it a little and it opens up. These are the images that the Akashic records are showing to me. And I'm seeing some of you even in love. Something just happens out of nowhere and it's going to make you feel like very like it was meant to be for some of you Aquarians. But for other ones, it feels that this it was meant to be moment may be connected to your job, to your career. Maybe you're self-employed, maybe you work for a company, like something that happens to you is going to feel like, yeah, I knew it was going to happen. It was meant to be. So something big is happening in terms of your employment, your career, social media. So you feeling connected even to groups of people that maybe you are meeting for the first time, or maybe you are being invited to join a Facebook page, an online community, a country club, a secret society. So you're joining people of your own. You're finding your own tribe. And it feels that some of you may have to go through an initiation process. Okay, you may be attuned to certain different frequencies, so you having to go through initiation process. But for other ones, it could be part of that ritual to get you to I don't know, to Greek life on campus. Okay, when you get to different sororities or something. But it all feels it was meant to be. There is this softer, gentler energy around you when you don't have to try so hard to get results, and it feels that you feel it yourself, that you're getting an applause, you're getting approval, people know you, you're getting to be a little bit more popular. Or people, maybe you didn't think the neighbors knew you, but now you're like, oh, they know me. Like there is this easier way of how you feel connected and how you communicate, how you feel valued and appreciated. Now, there is the case that for some of you Aquarians, maybe you need to make a statement. Maybe you need to voice out your opinion, okay, in a way that is not non-confrontational. And that could be the case for some of you. But again, it feels like a lot of people will agree with what you have to say, or they're just going to be drawn to you, even in an online dating situation. Okay, so what you do now matters. In some ways, it feels that you are now being upgraded to get to the next stage of you fulfilling your soul mission. Okay, there are stages in everybody's life where we feel closer to achieve everything that is in our soul contract, fulfill your higher purpose of your life, and in different areas of your life, love, marriage, money, career, your role in humanity. So now all of these are being highlighted as life is upgrading you to the next stage of it. It will find you. Aquarius, it will find you. Your dreams are going to be very, very much highlighted around this time. Some of you are even going to either witness a miracle happening, or even witness the answer to your prayers. You've been praying for something and you're going to feel that that is happening. So there is this sense of you feeling more spiritual or feeling more connected even to the other side. There is this sense of spirituality. Okay, I'm even getting a lot of angels in this reading for you, Aquarians. So I hope that that is happening. And I'm also getting that for some of you, you're going to turn on a page on financial difficulties. Either money finds you, or you finally get a raise or a promotion, or you get a lucrative deal, or you launch something, or you sell something. Could be a service, something you invent, a book. You launch something that generates more money, or it could be simply because people are more generous toward you, and they may be feeling very generous toward you. They pick up the bill, they give you gifts. So something is shifting. So keep on doing the things that you are doing. You are really stepping into the frequency of love, Aquarians. So good for you. So let me know how everything turns out to be. Okay. So now we have Pisces, Pisces Sun, Pisces Rising, and Pisces Moon. Mid-April 2025. Always listen for your rising sign and for your moon sign. Huge luck in the making. Huge luck in the making. I'm seeing financial rewards. Maybe some of you win something for free, or you win a little you win a little money. I'm seeing like something small that maybe you win in a scratch ticket. For many of you Pisceans, it feels that your whole identity has felt a little bit challenged recently. And maybe you challenge your own identity. So it feels that changes are in the making. You are getting legally ready to go through some paperwork and procedures to either change your name. Maybe some of you have to deal with paperwork around even changing your gender in the legal paperwork. That's the case for some people around the world. You could be taking a company global. Maybe you work for the company. Maybe it's your company. Okay. You may be dealing with the opening of a new department, and they select you to be in charge of it, and you hire and fire people for that specific department. You could be looking into maybe a book that you created, a screenplay that you created, and maybe you change the name of the characters, or you change the name of the book, or you change the name of the play. Okay, I'm seeing many of you being called. Your soul is calling you, okay, to fulfill your higher purpose, to take on a role where you are a leader, a director. It's not about being a manager. It's not about being a boss per se. You could be, but it's not about that per se. It's about you stepping in into your leadership roles. A lot of people, you can be a boss, you can be a president. That does not mean that you are a leader. And not every leader is necessarily a boss or a president. This is calling for your leadership role. Your soul is telling you what you are now equipped to do or not to do. Many of you have been connecting with past lives recently. This may have been happening in your sleep. This may be a conscious process that you went to. You dealt with ancestor clearing or even getting a reading or a healing connected to your past lives, because many of your talents that you have used in past lifetimes, that you developed in a past lifetime, now suddenly they get switched on. Imagine you have a switch, you turn the light on and off, and now spirit is turning that on. So many of your gifts, whether you are a medium, a psychic, an astrologer, a doctor in a past lifetime, maybe you are a scientist in a past lifetime, maybe you were a singer, a tap dancer, whatever you used to be, now is like it was always there. Suddenly your soul remembers. So I'm seeing many of you going over a resume. Okay, a CV. In some countries they say a resume, in other countries they say CV, and you're making the appropriate changes in your skills and your hobbies and your work experience. Some of you will be featured on social media. Somebody may be interviewing you on behalf of the company that you work, or you as a person. What do you do for work? I'm seeing that people want to interview you and to feature you either in a magazine, on social media, on a newsletter, on a newspaper, or even on the news. You could be walking down the street, and when people news people stop people in the street to ask for their opinion. That could be the case for some of you. So the important thing is that you are finally going to get the sense, Pisces, if you haven't gotten that sense already, that you matter. Okay, many of you are going to join a course of action that impacts other people's lives. You may be joining a cause, a demonstration. A lot of people around the globe now are doing peaceful uh, like a peaceful walk to stand for something. You could be part of that, and that's going to prove to be very fulfilling for you. But I'm also getting the sense that your luck around finances will change, especially for those of you Pisceans who you work, but you don't feel that you're not saving enough money. Okay, there's always bills to pay or something that happens. You're not saving enough money, so there's going to be a huge turning of luck for the better when it comes to you getting deals, bargains, being able to save more money. Because I'm seeing the situation for many of you is like money comes, money goes. So there's a huge change in that situation. This time around, money stays. I'm seeing many of you having to deal with a rearrangement. You do other things, whatever you need to, when you go over your pension, your 401k, job contracts, salary negotiations, whatever, rental agreements, whatever you have, insurance contracts that you may have, and you go over it and you see what do you need to change around this time. So you're not going to be forgotten. For some of you, there's going to be a situation, maybe you run into one of your exes, and it's going to be just like I wouldn't say necessarily pleasant, but it's going to be a very cordial exchange. Hey, hi, how are you? You may be running into them online. Maybe you're running into them in real life, but something feels good about you running into an ex. So many of you are looking forward to something new that is developing with a new person in your life in a romantic sense, or in a love related sense, or even in a sexual related sense for some of you. Obviously that's not going to be true for every Piscean out there. So it's like you're getting ready to close many different chapters of your life as you are taking on a new name or even a new role in your life. I hope that that made sense to all of you. So you know how to reach out to me. If you like to have your very own private consultation with me, just email me at amalightworker@gmail.com. You can always go to my website, www.amalightworker.com, so you get to know all of my services. So let me go over some of your comments. Nicole Jasperian 12, she's saying, hello, Alma, you look beautiful. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. I love wearing green, like red and green and pink are some of my favorite colors. Teresa, a Cancerian, she's been dealing with a controlling narcissistic friend, not fun, most likely end the relationship. Okay. Charlie JB, oh, thank you so much. Hopefully, you won't be sick anymore. Thank you, Charlie, for your prayer. June Charlie, thank you. Francine, thank you so much for your compliment. Tati Costs, if I'm saying your name correctly, from Spain. How are you? Famonelli Star, thank you so much. It's lovely to see each and every one of you in the chat. Obviously, I cannot see your face. Okay, Ali Mendiola, how are you? How's your family? How's your children? How's everything with you? Well, thank you for being online with me today. Love Spirit. How's Hawaii today? Yosanj, thank you so much. Jackie, thank you so much, guys. Erin, thank you. Oh, happy birthday to you here, Erin, if I'm saying your name correctly. So she has a birthday coming up. So again, you can always re-listen to this later on. And again, don't forget to email me if you want me to teach you, to train you. If you are interested in any of my services, if you have any questions or comments, you can always reach out to me at amalightworker@gmail.com or visit my website, www.amalightworker.com. Please don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to like, to share, and to subscribe. It's very important for me to gain more followers. So always subscribe and turn on the notification bell, turn it on to the all settings. So this way you are going to be notified about all of the activities in my channel. Thank you very much, Teresa White. Thank you to each and every one of you. And I will reconnect with you next time in another live reading. Thank you. Bye-bye.